video in my planning series for my Norwegian Epic Mediterranean cruise coming up on October 10th, 2018. They're about 90 days out. I already did my first video, which was on reservations for dining and entertainment. And so that is below. This one is going to be all about shore excursions. Now, everyone has their own thing on what they want to do when they are going on a cruise. This one, I wasn't quite sure because I wanted a little history, I wanted a little food, I wanted a little bit of adventure, and I think I came up with the perfect shore excursions. I think I did. I also wanted to make sure I maximized what I selected when I booked my cruise, which my item is my $50 per port shore excursion credit. I've selected 4 shore excursions, which means I will save about $200. Let me show you how I did that. Let's roll this camera around. Take a look at our screen. Okay, so let's talk shore excursions. Here's my itinerary. It's a crazy schedule. I have done 4 ports in a row before where we've got on, had a sea day, 4 ports, back to back, another sea day, and then we were off. And we had no time to relax. Me going solo, I have to be very cautious in how I am doing this. So basically, I'm going to make sure that all my excursions are with the cruise line, even if I have to pay a little bit more. And I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to do that and utilize that shore excursion credit to its maximum. So here I get on the ship in Rome on Wednesday, October 10th, and then I have Florence, France, Palma, Barcelona, Naples. All right. What I decided to do is do a shore excursion in Florence, Palma, Barcelona, and Naples. That way I will have kind of a down day for France, and I will also have the sea day for relaxation. I have selected some shore excursions up here. Click on the heart, and here are my saved shore excursions. Again, remember, in order to use my $50 shore excursion credit, I have to call in if I want to schedule these ahead of time, if these are the ones that I'm definitely going to do. At this point, I have made some decisions. So our first one is, of course, Florence, Pisa, which I've selected 2 options here. Now, I looked at the prices, $269 and $195. That's crazy. Who does that? Well, unfortunately, I feel safer doing the shore excursion from the cruise line. So, but in looking at this, I'm like, do I want to spend an extra $75 just to see the tower that's leaning? Probably not. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a day or half a day while I'm in Rome and take the train up to Pisa. That way I'm saving around $60, which is fabulous. And I'm only going to do the Michelangelo's David and Florence trip for $195. Now if you break that down, that's only $145 with my $50 shore excursion credit. Then we go on to, I think we go on to, it's Palma. Well, we go to France, and I did pick this one, but as I said, I don't think I'm going to do that one. Then we will be in Palma, and I picked the caves. I'm so excited. This looks so beautiful to see. Now I do know that you can't film in here, is my understanding. But I can take you along before and after and hopefully get some nice little postcards or something. This is only $85, which I think is such a deal. So in the end, With my $50 shore excursion per port, $35. So that is a heck of a good deal. So here I end up in next, Barcelona. I checked 2 items for Barcelona, which is just the scenic tour or this place. I can't say it. Montserrat. I hope. I could be totally wrong. I checked them both because this looked fascinating when I watched it, the little video. I'm going to have to do some more, but they're very reasonable. $79.89. I'm going to use this as a reference using my shore excursion credit. $39. This is going to be an amazing deal for either one that I do. But I definitely want to go see a lot of these different areas and historical places. Then we have a sea day. Then we end up in Naples. And what I selected was the Walking Through Naples pizza. And this also has Secret Tunnels tour. I'll click on it. So this is it. So it's $109. And I just thought it was I just am excited to do it. It's only 4.5 hours. It looks like it's going to give us a lot of history and stuff. And then have a nice lunch with pizza. Probably not like a full lunch, I'm sure. It's probably all just, well, it's probably a medium size, I'm going to say. That's usually what happens on some of these tours. You don't get like a full, really full. But you always go back to the ship and you're good. So for $109, that's pretty good. But guess what? I have $50 shore excursion credit. $59. So here is how I've made my shore excursion credit work to its maximum. And with those 4 excursions, it's only going to cost me $278, which I think is amazing. I am very excited about it. So that is probably how I will finish, but I will need to do obviously some more looking around and seeing if that's the final decision before I book these. I plan on booking these in August. So the biggest question that I had was, how do I get my shore excursions paid for? Like, when I want to use this, why can't I use this online? Well, you can't. What you have to do is you have to call. So there's an 800 number, and you call, and you tell them which shore excursions that you want to book, and then they will charge it, and they will credit the $50 toward those shore excursions. So if you want to book that in advance. Or you can wait till you get on board and you can book on board. But those are the only 2 ways that you can actually utilize this $50 per port shore excursion credit before or on board. But you cannot do it online, only on the phone or on board. So that would be it. The only way you can use the shore excursion credit when you're planning is you have to call the 800 number. You cannot do it online. Or you have to wait till you're on board. So just remember that if that's something that you're selecting, then this is what you're going to have to do that. Okay? That is how I saved $200 with my shore excursion credit from NCL. I still get my adventure, my history, and my food. And so that is how I made my dollars work to its maximum. If I had selected dining, I wouldn't have saved as much money, because going solo, those were only $25, $35, I believe, very minimal. I wouldn't have spent $50 in the dining room for each place. That is how I was able to maximize my dollars. In this planning process, everybody's going to select what is going to work for them. So whatever works for you, that is what you should do. This worked for me. I will have more upcoming videos in the coming weeks of how I will have more planning tips for flights, hotels, land excursions because I will be there a few days before, a few days after, and some various other tips that I can throw in there for how I'm planning my Mediterranean cruise. And don't forget to live life to its fullest adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, and to see more upcoming adventures, subscribe, and follow me on social media.